Well, Joe, first of all, then, let's talk about you to begin with. How pleased are you with your tally of goals so far this season?
I'm happy with my return so far. I'd have liked it to have been to obviously push myself and score more goals, but I will keep doing that and keep trying to score as many as I can.
You seem to have been able to do it regardless of who perhaps your strike partner has been up front for Doncaster Rovers this year, or even as a lone striker this year. So multi-uses.
I think you just got to adapt to the formation we play or whom I may be playing up front with. Again, it's just about getting in the right positions and being in a position where I'm available to score.
How much do you perhaps feed off the fact and are very much aware of the fact that the fans have really taken to you here?
I do think it really helps. Obviously, it breeds confidence. So I'm happy that I've repaid him with a few goals. So hopefully, as I said, I'll carry on doing that.
Do you have perhaps? Well, what are your targets perhaps from here on in?
Just to score as many goals as I can. Really, I don't really tend to set like targets that. It's just scoring my next game, just make sure I'm available and try and score in that next game, and then hopefully go on a little run.
How much, when you sit here in circumstances like this, or not necessarily this interview, but generally speaking, you've got quite a few goals to your name, things for you personally are working out, do you go, well, having made such a significant move in your career to come away from Cambridge, that it's paid off, or it's looking like it's paid off?
Obviously being back home and everything, and then obviously with the staff here and everything, and just stuff like that, like the infrastructure of the club, it's been good for me. So hopefully it'll carry on and I'll thrive.
Do you get more people chipping away at you for tickets?
My ticket tally's gone up severely in last year, so I think I need 13 tomorrow. So it's good.
So how much do you have to kind of play politics then? Do you get all you're after then? How does it work?
Just ask Grice, really, and then he'll do what he can do. So that's out of my hands. Just ask the question, and if they can, they can, and if they can't, they can't. Is what it is.
It's an interesting thing. So obviously we didn't interview you when you left this part of the world to go down to Cambridge. But had you have done, we would have spoken about finding your own feet and living away from home and all that kind of thing. So I suppose having done that and then moved back to North so that more of your friends and family are around, how has that benefited sort of things on the pitch for you?
I think it works hand in hand. Obviously there's so much less travelling, you're more settled and you can just focus on what I've got to do, kind of thing. So it has benefited me.
Because I know you were obviously at Cambridge for a while. Was it a case of sort of hotel living, or was there a home of sorts, as opposed to being in a home back up here?
No, I lived in a house with a few lads. So as I said, it was sound. You've obviously just got to adapt. With a lot of coming to and from on days off and things like that. But you just got to do what's best for your career. And if that meant staying down all week, I would do that. But obviously now I have the luxury of going home. So
happy days. In terms of the team right now, obviously you've been in excellent form. Are you a little surprised that after the really good form in September, October, and kind of into November, that the team haven't really kicked on after that?
I think there's multiple factors what contribute to that, and effectively as a team, we didn't do enough in the games where we didn't win to win the game. So as I said, we know it's in there. We just got to keep trying to build on that and get it right, and hopefully go on a little run, because we know we've got the ability to do it. It's just showing it.
And against Newport, side just above you in the table, there'll perhaps be a degree of expectation that you can turn them over at home.
Yeah, I think we've got to approach every game like that. We believe we can, on our day, that we can beat anyone in this league. So the focus will be the same as every other game, that we can go out there and we can win, and that's what we'll try to do.
Because you're actually one of the, sadly, very few players, I mean, sadly from everybody else's perspective, not yours, that has been injury-free this year. So disruption has been a key theme this season, hasn't it?
Yeah, obviously it's not ideal with the injuries what we've sustained, but as I said, like it's sometimes it's part and parcel. So you've just got to adapt and overcome that. So we'll keep trying to do that.
Because you've got four new faces and a couple of forwards in that as well to get to know and get used to now. How do you assess the new recruits?
Yeah, really good. I think we've recruited well. As I said, like we've only had a few days training, so we've just got the quicker we get to know each other, the better, and hopefully we can take that into games.
I suppose that's kind of par for the course in January for professional football clubs nowadays, isn't it? That, you know, it will have been at every stage in your career. Things change twice a year quite significantly.
Yeah, again, like it happens in football. Like it's bound to happen. So like the quicker what we can get on the same sheet, which I'm sure we are anyway, the better. And hopefully we're going to start pushing up this league.